Welcome to Kwentong Bidista, ang tambayan ng mga kwentong estudyante. Walang filter, walang arte. Dito, kwentuhan lang ng mga pang-araw-araw na buhay bidista. Kaya sinubulan na natin to. Ako si DJ Kriggy, your host for today's episode. As today, we will be discussing about study tips and hacks. Kasi as we all know, paparating na yung midterms, guys. So, I'm delighted to welcome you all, our guests for today, si Mr. RJ Nelmida. Bro, thank you so much for accepting the quest.
Thank you for inviting me, no? So, hi guys, ako nga pala si RG Susin Almeida. Some people call me RG for short. And in San Beda, I am studying the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering.
Yun. Engineering represent. Para kami engineering
represent,
guys.
So,
We're
yun.
both from JBest.
JBest, tama.
So, brother, kamusta naman ang pag-aaral natin sa San Beda so far? Mas experience natin.
Actually, fun fact, no? I've been studying in San Beda since nursery.
Oh,
yeah.
Parang legit na talagang bidista na ever since, no?
Yeah, so like, nakita ko ng nagbago yung San Beda. Not just in like, physical, pero like, syempre yung mga pagtuturo ng mga teachers.
Yung mga values, yung holistical change na pagbabago nila.
Yeah.
So that's cool, no? Like, over the years, makikita mo rin yung mga changes, especially yung campus natin ngayon, no? Grabe yung pinagbago.
Yeah.
As in,
There's like so many changes. Like, from what I remember, like 10 years ago, yung ERV canteen, it's like a whole building. Singlaki siya ng gymnasium.
damn.
Ngayon parang ground floor na lang siya, no?
So, ayun, speaking of studying in San Beda, no, na legit na bidista na talaga, no, kamusta naman yung mga challenges na na-face natin during midterms and paano natin na-handle yun? Kasi as we all know, di ba, midterms talaga is like the major core sa college journey natin eh. Talagang yan yung pagdadaanan natin lahat na, okay, eto na yun.
Ito na yun. So, for me naman, midterm challenges. Throughout like, since like third year na ako, yung first year and second year ko, during my midterms, parang, I'd say it's like a warm-up of how do you say this? Like, gaano siya kabigat for finals. So, kung hindi mo siya kaya ng midterms, or kung nahihirapan ka sa midterms, you need to like double time your studying.
Extra, double the effort
Oh,
for
double
finals.
the effort talaga siya. Kasi pag hindi mo siya double the effort, pagdating ng finals, parang,
man, like,
it's like a crash down na lang from that point.
At saka as we all know din kasi ang midterms. Kumbaga parang yan na yung basis natin, especially dito sa grading system, di ba? Ang laki ng contribution ng midterms natin. Like as in, yan talaga yung parang hahatak sa atin. Lalo na especially pag major subject. And syempre as engineering students, di ba? Like,
Yung mga,
yun yung kinaano natin.
Yung mga outputs natin, it's, halos wala tayong outputs. Lahat ng outputs natin is like written exams,
quiz,
mga quiz, midterms. So, parang reliant on paper talaga lahat tayo.
It's very, very crucial na parang more on written tayo. Especially as engineering, marami tayong mga formulas, solvings.
May mga subjects naman din tayo na nag-output. Yung mga, yung mga coding natin, physics. Pero, mostly talaga, marami talaga tayong mga subjects na magpapatest talaga sila. Instead of like, output-based yung ano.
Kasi tayo, more on application talaga eh.
Yeah.
So, syempre, di ba sa midterms, paano mo naman na-handle yun, bro? Like, yung mga challenges na na-face mo.
Paano ko na-handle? So, I'd say like, for me, during classes, I'd take, like, for me, during class, yung pagtitake notes ko, or like when I write down notes, it's not the whole lecture that I write down. So, when I write down notes, it's the things that I don't get. So, let's say, like let's say sa derivatives. In derivatives, I remember like hindi ko na gets yung quotient rule. So I was like studying that and stuff. And after nun, I was like, oh, okay, gets ko na itong quotient rule. So after nun, I went to the next topic which was chain rule naman. It's like night and day.
Difference.
Night and day difference. Yung parang sinusulat ko lahat to like, fino-focus ko lang yung weak points
Fully
ko.
comprehend and understand
Yeah.
the topics it is. So, Parang interesting nung ganun, guys. Kasi kung iisipin natin normally, di ba, pag nagtitake notes tayo, usually, ginajot down natin every single portion of the topic, di ba, normally. Pero, dun sa technique mo, bro, napaka-interesting din nun kasi, kumbaga parang, it's a strategic way na parang hinihiwalay mo yung bagay na naintindihan mo na dun sa di mo pa naintindihan. Tapos binibigyan mo ng emphasis yung di mo pa naintindihan.
Yeah.
Which is very important din, as we all know, siguro sa kahit anong course naman, lalo na sa college. More on application na tayo eh.
Yeah.
So, yung dating method natin nung, let's say, high school or senior high na parang
kinokopya mo lahat, minimemorize mo lang.
Parang di na siya gagana eh. Kasi dito talaga more on application of the concepts. Kasi i-relate mo pa sa real life, no?
Yes.
Para maintindihan mo rin. So, yun din naman talaga yung essence ng episode natin for today, which now we will be moving on to. So, yung study tips and hacks, brother. Ano ba yung mga study tips and hacks mo? Or mga ginagawa mo before midterms or during midterms?
For me, before I mag-study for midterms, I actually like cut off studying at all, or like parang ini-exclude ko yung school. Or hindi naman ini-exclude, parang nililimit ko lang siya to a point. Tapos pagkatapos nun, I'd have this like peak of just like studying.
Parang focus lang talaga.
Yeah, focus lang talaga ako. Tapos like, pag nag-aaral rin ako, alam mo yung technique na Pomodoro?
Yes,
yun. It actually really helps me.
As in.
Pero for me, I take it somewhat differently. Kasi di ba Pomodoro is like, you study for 30 minutes, tapos you take a break. Pero for me, it's like, I study while I can still absorb. Pag hindi ko na siya na-absorb,
Hindi mo na ipipilit.
hindi ko na ipipilit and I take a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yun
So,
talaga.
parang during that break, sometimes nga parang hindi nga ako nag-break eh. Yung break ko, nakahiga lang ako sa kama. Tapos parang iniisip ko pa rin yung problem.
Parang nire-run back mo pa.
Oo,
nire-reflect
nire-run
mo pa
back
rin.
lang. Tapos para pagdating ko, nag-studying ulit ako. Alam ko na yung susulat ko and naiintindihan ko na.
Yes, tama. So, actually, ganun din para sa akin. Like, ako kasi, like, when it comes to studying, applicable din sa akin yung parang as if may tinuturuan ka. Turo ka.
Yeah.
Yung parang tinuturo mo sa salamin yung concept ng isang bagay in order for you to understand it better. And somehow, some way din, parang ang laki din ng epekto sa iyo. Kasi parang in-express mo as if you're teaching. Na parang, okay, ganyan. Tapos may intindihan mo na. Yeah. And then ako naman, like, let's say sa mga math subjects natin, ang ginagawa ko, like usually before the finals or like midterms, 1 week before pa lang in-organize ko na yung mga notes. Yeah. So parang kini-clean na natin yan. Kumbaga parang 1 week before pa lang, okay, prepare na natin. Dun pa lang sa mga notes. And then mag-advance reading na tayo in preparation. Kasi alam natin na sa college, name of the game, common, di natin maiwasan yung cramming eh, di ba?
Yeah.
Like parang kahit sa anong aspect, madadat na din natin yun. So parang napaka-importante rin na plan ahead. So yun, 1 week ahead.
Siguro, maganda rin is like, compare notes sa mga classmates mo. So parang, may isang technique yung classmate ko na notice during like our differential equations or like differential calculus. Parang sabi niya, guys, parang mas madali yung ganito. Tapos sabi niya, tama nga. Tapos yung parang napadali yung buhay namin doon instead of like taking this time and stuff.
Baga parang mas naging efficient.
Yeah.
Kasi yun nga. Just ako, ewan ko, like pag nagre-review ako, let's say tapos na ako mag-review.
Yeah.
Pag natutulog ako bago ako matulog, nire-reflect ko yung mga nireview ko. Tapos parang isa-isa kong parang binabalikan. And then kung ano yung hindi ko maalala, kinabukasan, yun yung una kong aaralin. Kumbaga parang, okay, tandaan ko na to. Focus tayo dun sa mga di ko natandaan. Tapos, ayun, pretty much it's also very important din talaga na, you have a really great support system na, alam mo yun, yung friends mo sa college, especially sa engineering, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung mga blockmates natin. Talagang sila yung mga survival friends natin.
Yung mga, lalo na sa engineering. Like,
yes.
Nung nagsimula kasi ako ng engineering, 6 kami. Tapos ngayon, 3 na lang kami natin. Literal na nangalahati na lang kami. So, it's not really something that I'm sad about. It's more of like, wow.
Kinaya mo.
Kinakaya ko.
Kinakaya.
Yun. So,
ayun.
It's something that I'm proud of. And I'd admit, I have failed some subjects.
Yeah, it's normal to fail din
it's
talaga
normal
sa engineering.
Yeah.
Pero mahalaga, nandito tayo and standing strong pa rin.
Standing
Yun
strong
yung
pa rin tayo.
Kasi yun nga sinasabi nila na even in midterms yun, hindi naman nagde-define yun ng pagkatao natin whatsoever. Kumbaga, nasa sa atin na yun, syempre yung pinaghandaan natin, yung preparation din natin, and also the effort that goes along the way, di ba?
Tama.
So, ikaw ba brother, ano yung mga tips mo or yung mga tricks mo para sa ating mga bedista dyan na, kumbaga, midterms ba? Ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo to balance yourself?
Siguro, find your stress reliever talaga. So, sabihin natin, during my break, stress na ako. Hindi ko na kaya mag-aral. Wala na ako na-absorb. So, ang gagawin ko is like, I'd find like a game just I have. I'd just play it like, sabihin natin Minecraft. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
Yes.
So, yung parang, yung mga passion na ginagawa natin, yung mga nagpapasaya sa atin, yung stress reliever natin
Yeah.
So, mga pastime natin na parang, alam mo yun, malalayo tayo sa stress or whatnot. Ako naman kasi bro, mahilig ako sa mga cars or so, sa mga vehicles. So, parang ginagawa ko, let's say, after, let's say, finals week or ano, pag parang ma-distress ko yung sarili ko, malayo ko lang, I really like going to car shows, car events. Parang makipag-socialize ka lang sa mga tao and, you know, i-check mo yung mga builds nila, yung mga kotse. Lahat naman tayo may mga kanya-kanyang passion and pastime. Pero yun, it is very important na parang protektahan din natin yung inner peace na natin, especially
Make sure to not like lose yourself. Kasi like once you start like losing yourself, it's like just a spiral down.
Nandun na But it is very important to keep your momentum then. And gaya din ang sinabi mo bro kanina, yung kung ano lang yung kinaya mo or yung limits mo, napaka-importante nun. As in, like, guys, wag nating ipilit to a certain point na parang kung ramdam na natin na bumibigay na tayo,
wag mo nang pilitin yung sarili mo. Kasi pag pinilit mo pa yung sarili mo, you're just gonna hurt yourself. You're just gonna hurt your mental health. And in the end, wala ka naman naaabot or wala kang like na-reach in the end.
So, may mga gusto ko pa bang i-plug bro? Or i-shoutout dyan?
Shoutout sa Junior Bed and Engineering Society. Yes.
So,
yun.
Shoutout guys.
Shoutout kay Dean Jerry, Sir Romer, Sir Musni.
Yes. Diyan nagtatapos ang ating kwentuhan, pero wag mag-alala, meron pa ring kwentong itatala. So abangan lang dito sa Kwentong Bedista. Muli, kwentuhan lang, walang basagan ng trip. Thank you so much.